All right, we're back for our second segment of the Laker Hockey Show on a Tuesday in Sault Ste. Marie. 10 degrees outside, cloudy.
That's not very many degrees, is it, Bill?
Threatening to snow again on us, too. That's 2 days in a row where we've had to move a lot of snow to start the day, and we're going to go to Augustana this weekend. Lakers were off this past weekend. I guess the obvious question would be, you're off last weekend. What did we do? What did we work on? I think we probably kind of slowed things down a little bit. It's that time of the year where we don't practice real hard and real long anyway. But when you got the weekend off, you probably cut it back pretty good. So what happened last week? Did you do anything on the weekend? And what's going on this week to get ready to go to Augustana?
Sure. Great questions. Yeah, I mean, it's my first year in college hockey, but it's great to see how the staff manages the guys. And last week was a really good week for recovery. Like, we got a lot of guys that, not a lot, but like we have guys who are coming off of injury that we want to see and make sure that they're like, hey, they're developing, they're in the right spot. But we did a lot of like flow, a lot of good, like, hey, communications high, good touches. And then we also did quite a few small area games so that we were making decisions quickly and effectively, seeing how guys manage the puck. And we also, like, on Saturday, we skated and did a bunch of, small area stuff. And it's just to give guys like representation of the game. I think, like, there's how good do we have to be to box out in front of the net? And on the other flip side of that coin, like, how good are our spin-offs? Are we stopping at the net? Are we getting pucks through? Giving guys opportunities like that to feel that. And, in a regular week of practice, I think we do that anyway, but with the bye week, we were managing recovery, but also making sure guys were getting the opportunity to feel like they were still a part of a game a little bit, and really, I guess, attuned to the correct information out there, if that makes sense. Like tuning into like, hey, I got to get that shot through quickly. I want to see a shot blocker, get around and get through, things like that. So that was great last week. And then this upcoming week, obviously we've got our pre-scouts in for Augustana, and like, they're a very talented team. And like I said, they skate very well. They play with a lot of pace. I think going forward, it's going to be really important for us to, hit a lot of our identity factors, like elite sticks, being above pucks, being very good to the neutral zone, like things like that, going through hands, getting quick stalls on plays in the D zone. Like, we're going to hit all those things. And I think that's part of like an identity of what Lake State hockey is all about. And we're going to make sure we have that ready this week going forward.
Yeah, this is an overachieving team right now. A lot of people pick this team to be down in the second half of the CCHA standings. No way. They're right up there. They're at 667 right now. They're in a solid second place position. They're 13-7-2, 5-3 in the league. They don't do real well on a power play. They're like 17%. They're about 87% on the PK, which is very good. But they're not a team that's led by graduate students and seniors. In fact, of their 5 top scorers, 3 of them are sophomores, and that includes, guys like Brett Meerman that you mentioned a few minutes ago, Hunter Bischoff, Owen Bone. They're all good hockey players, these guys. They're scoring. But the real key to this team is between the pipes, and that's Josh Kotai, 1.68 goals against average, 945 save percentage. Those are gaudy figures, and he's tall, and he's a good goaltender, and he's a sophomore. So, they're tough, and they're going to be tough at home.
Yeah, and I think that's exactly those are all the keys. I mean, they have a team that works incredibly hard, and I think they work very hard defensively too. Like, all the credit in the world to Josh Kotai, but that team plays hard. They manage the front of their net well. They do a really good job trying to transition quickly. Like, they try to limit as much as they can. And I think it's interesting for Kotai, he plays such a good game. When he gets square on a shooter, like he takes a lot of net space. Like, there's, and I think when you're thinking about like elite shooters too, like when you're an elite goaltender, sometimes an old goalie coach of mine said this when I was at Maine. It always stuck with me. It was like, good goalies keep shots from happening, and not only stop shots, but keep shots from happening. And that's communication. Like, that's talking things out. There's little parts, the pre-scout, stuff like that. I watch Kotai, and like, he'll take a glance to like a soft area of the ice, and he'll point it out, and he'll try to help a defenseman like be aware of that. So like, he's helping direct traffic back there a little bit. And more importantly though, like, when he gets locked on a puck, he's confident. Like, you can see the way he's playing right now. Like, he's seeing pucks, he's getting there. And that's going to be really important for us to take his eyes away, get to the blue paint.